Welcome everybody to US Bank Stadium, where your Minnesota Vikings are hosting the Chicago Bears, team we have already played this year and beat earlier in the season. And we came off a good win last week against San Francisco on the road. Hopefully going to bring a bit of that momentum into this game, help us carry through the rest of the season, as it is a neck-and-neck game between Seattle and us to get that number one seed in the NFC. We have Justin Fields as the quarterback for the Bears. So far, pretty decent season, about 3,500 yards, 21 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. And of course, with Fields, you know you have to worry about him scrambling. And we are missing one of our guys up front. Linval Joseph is getting the start after Michael Pierce went down with another injury. Or no, not Michael Pierce. Tomlinson went down with another injury this year. So we'll have two big guys to hold down the center, as we do get a good stop there on the first down run. Danielle Hunter with the tackle in the back. Or about as close to the back as you could get without being in the back. Also, another guy that we're missing, I'm not actually sure if he went down. Oh, there's a sack fumble, and we don't get it. The guy's just going to chill on the ground. He's fine staying on the ground. Needed to update myself as well. DJ Wanham is out and will be out for a couple weeks here with his dislocated elbow. And we're also missing Tomlinson, which is weird enough not showing up on this menu. Yeah, both Wanham and Tomlinson went down injured last week against San Francisco and could be back maybe within like week 18, sometime around then, as it looks like Fields is going to scramble and he's just going to slide down, giving us a nice 3 and out on our first defensive drive here. Good start for the defense, who has struggled a little bit in the second half of this season, but we'll get the punt off. Wanham set back to return, going to pick up a couple blocks. I saw a little bit open up on that right hand side, try to cut back, but didn't quite have enough time there. We have Saunders come out to lead the offense again. Bit of a up and down season. He's only 2,500 yards, a little bit above that, but 24 touchdowns, 23 interceptions. Really need to cut down on those interceptions. And not all of those interceptions has been user error, although there have definitely been some. But sometimes just nice hit there by Smith. Dalvin, I think, maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. They are going to give us a gain of maybe 1 on that first down run there. Yeah, some of the interceptions have been user, some not. And sack fumble. That's been another issue that we've had this year, is fumbles, as well as the Chicago Bears are going to pick that one up. Like Goldman picked that up. They will start at the 36. Saunders didn't even know where he was going. Check that man for a concussion. Well, luckily the defense had a good first possession. Hopefully they have a good second possession, as they are already pretty close to field goal range, if not in it. We get a nice block shed and a nice hit as well by Harrison Smith. Going to come out here in our double A gap blitz. We're going to have man coverage, and they are going to pass, and they're going to find the underneath. We'll take it. We'll take the drop. I was about to say that's just our luck with the tip pass being caught for a first down, but he ends up dropping it. We're going to change up a little bit of the play here. Spread out the D-line. And another drop. I don't think Poole really had anything to do with that, but quick drop, and we're going to probably force a field goal here. And they are going to come out in the field goal formation, kicking from about the 42, 43, so this would be about a 40 or 52 and a half-ish yard field goal. Looking like that's going to go right down the middle. Going to put the Chicago Bears up 3-0 after our forced, or not our forced fumble, but after Saunders fumbled on the sack. All right, offense, let's go take 2. Looks like Mac is already in his X-Factor mode here. We're just going to string this out, try to see if we could hit the corner. We get a few, but not as much as I think we could have gotten. And a good thing to check here up front, looks like our center and right guard are the ones that have the good matchup here, as we do follow them and get close to the first down. And they are going to mark us just shy, so we'll come out in the Ham formation. At least that's what we like to call it, because every time we're going to hand this off to Ham, who's going to get the first down and a bit more. Down to the 39. I thought we were closer to the 40. See if we could do a little bit of play action here. It looks like Khalil Mack over to the left-hand side. So we're going to roll out here. And that could be, yep. Yeah, I was worried about that as soon as I hit the button. Not a good start for the offense. 2 turnovers in the first 2 possessions. Man, that could have been a great play for the offense, but as soon as I hit the button, I saw the corner coming over, and I knew that wasn't going to end well. Over that play, not too bad. Only gain of about 2. We'll take it. Maybe this will be a bit of an opposite game for us, where the defense plays well and the offense struggles. We'll come out in a pass form here. Fields missed the underneath guy. He would have had plenty of room to run. I believe that was thrown to Mooney. So he would have had plenty of speed to hit the corner there. We get a bit lucky as we get to 3rd and 8. And they're going deep. I tried to get the pick with Poole, but he did not jump. But incomplete. We'll take it 4th and 8. Doubt they'll be kicking a field goal from here. However, they do come out in the field goal formation. Looks like this would be kicking it from about the 49, a 59-yard field goal. Dude's got a leg. 6-0. That's almost a 60-yard field goal. Way to go, Gano. I guess when you gano, and they gnu on that play. Nice field goal. They're putting them up. Only 1 possession in this game. Saunders running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Gonna find Smith Jr. Maybe. The ball's on the ground. Yeah, they say completion. Ball came out after. I'm good with that. 2nd and 1. I was a bit worried Smith let us down on that play and either dropped the pass or fumbled, but he didn't, so we'll keep going. Nice run there by Dalvin, following the blocks, getting down to about the 47-yard line. Oh, and I completely forgot to announce, but we did clinch the playoffs, which we figured would happen. Of course, we are still fighting to get that number 1 seed. We have Justin, and it's overthrown. Throwing on the run. Pass ends up coming out a bit inaccurate, also under pressure. But would have definitely liked to see Saunders complete that. Looks like we chose the wrong gap there. We had a bit of an opening for a second, but it ended up closing pretty quickly here. Let's change it up a little bit with there being 1 deep safety. See if we could hit anything to the outside. We're just going to chuck that up, and Thielen. Nice snag. And not going to lie, definitely slightly panicked on that, but it's perfectly fine. We get the first down, and we will start the 2nd quarter with a first down pass play here. Going to roll out. We have our tight end, but that's overthrown and out of bounds. All right, let's take a note. Let's take a note from San Francisco, and let's run the ball. Because we did fairly well in that game. Let's just give it to Dalvin. Let Saunders figure out whatever he needs to figure out. Going to come out in the same formation here. 3rd and 3. Looks like we have more of the edge on the left-hand side. Almost said the right. But the left-hand side, we do get the first down. Going to change it up a little bit on this next play, though. Give Dalvin a little rest. And, of course, by changing it up a little, I just mean we're going to bring in Madison. Going to check over here, though. Jefferson has the release. He doesn't have the speed. Let's see if we can get lucky here. Looks like the safety is going to roll over on top. We're just going to need to throw that away. There wasn't anyone that we could hit there. Not a hot start so far for Saunders. Under 50% completion. We're going to make an audible there. Hand it off to Madison. He's going to get forward for about 4 to 5 yards. And on 3rd and 6, going to come out here with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. I'm going to send Dalvin on a wheel route here. See if we could get lucky. We have Jefferson open. Takes a big hit from Smith. That's going to get us down to the 7. I'm going to try a little something new here. Looks like we have Osborne as the right receiver. I'm mostly looking for Flanagan. That was an iffy pass. Luckily, I believe that was Alonso? Azaloni, maybe? I can't remember the guy's name. But if he had his head up, that definitely would have been a pick. Oh, we tried there. Oh, that was a tight window. And Azaloni, or whatever his name is, blonde, majestic hair linebacker, does read the play pretty well there. We're going to go for a handoff to Dalvin. He's going to skirt around, get into the end zone, putting us up in this game finally as he hits his 70th career rushing touchdown. Nice job, Dalvin. Yeah, going to put us up 7-6 in this game. All right, defense, you finally have the lead in this game. Fields hasn't been playing too hot either. Let's see what we could do with this lead. They're going to go deep. And Joyner decided to not swat the ball, but swat the air. Deep completion to number 13. I'm not seeing the last name, but nice catch, nice play. And that's a bit where the speed we have at safety comes back to hurt us a little bit. Well, McCourty does have 90 speed, but Joyner only 86. Maybe he had 87, he would have been able to get there. And that's why you don't hand off to a tight end. He did not know what to do once he had the ball, and unfortunately it looks like he's shaken up, something to do with that left leg. Luckily he didn't need to be carted off or anything, but he is on the sideline. The trainers are taking a look at him, and we'll see if we could get an update later on. And there's a pick! Harrison Hitman Smith, his speed's coming back to hurt him a little bit there. He's going to start breaking away. Mooney on the chase, 5-10, touchdown. He falls down. Oh, nice play, Harrison Smith. I believe that's his first pick 6 of the season, 3rd interception on the year. Oh man, not going to lie, definitely thought Smith was going to get caught on that, but the old man takes it into the end zone, giving us a little bit of a bigger lead here. They're going to find 13 again. Please, someone tell me his name. Let's see, will it tell me here? Nope. At some point in time, we'll find out who number 13 is. So far, having a pretty good game. They're going to run down the middle. Eric Kendricks there to fill the gap. Montgomery maybe gets a gain of 1. They're going to say gain of 2, setting up a 3rd and 8. As we come out still in our nickel form, I'm going to spread the defensive line. They're going to set up a screen, but they definitely did not have the blocking there. Eric Kendricks out there, and we get the tackle, but Michael Pierce comes up a little shaken up. Really don't want to be missing any more defensive tackles. I believe at this point it would be Joseph and Armin Watts that would be coming out, as there is no blocking for those 3 Bears. So we'll just skirt out of bounds, setting up the offense to start with a little bit of time before the 2-minute warning at the 37-yard line. And on our first down play here, we're going to see if we could set up the screen. In Madden, it's really a hit or miss on if these are ever really going to work. We do get a good block. Try to use the down guy to our advantage there. We do skirt forward for, I think, again, about 20. Now we're going to hit that 2-minute warning here. And here is the update we have on Pierce. It's a medium chance of re-injury, so I'm going to put in Joseph for a little bit. He'll probably come back in later in this game, sometime during the second half. All right, 2-minute warning at the 43-yard line. We definitely have enough time to do a little bit of running, a little bit of passing. I'm going to see what we can do here. I'm going to check this off to Dalvin. He's got some guys in front who don't block for him. He is going to get to about the first down yard line and get out. And it's definitely not the first down yard line. It's just the line to gain. But 2nd and inches. Going to hand the ball off to him. Going to follow the blocks. And Zaloni there to get the tackle. Let's hit him a little bit of play action. Try to keep them on their toes a little bit. Oh, we have Jefferson breaking open in the end zone. He holds on to it. Touchdown. Finally, Sanders gets a nice deep play to Justin Jefferson. A 31-yard touchdown. About a minute and a half left in the second half, putting us up 21-6. Just gotta love the sure hands there of Jefferson. Although he has had some drops this year, that was definitely a clutch reception in tight coverage. Come out here in man. They do beat Dantzler off on that slant route. That sounded wrong. They do beat Dantzler on the slant route. That's better. I'm going to switch it up here to a cover 2. Looks like Fields going to roll out. We're going to follow him. He does a nice job of getting Montgomery open, and I believe that's a first down. And it is a first down, so we're going to come out here in our double A gap blitz, see if we can put a little bit of pressure on Fields. Going to cut inside. He gets the hit on Fields, but the ball was already being thrown there, so it will not be a sack fumble, but it sure was close. Got an empty backfield here. Going to make some slight adjustments. And cover the underneath guy here. Of course, the other underneath guy wide open. We get him pushed out. I believe it was that Clement? I think that was Clement, so it looks like he's back in the game after his leg injury earlier, which is good to see for him, because it looked like it could have been a bad one for him. We're going to have Joyner cover the underneath. He runs backwards, but does get back across the line to gain. Another timeout there for the Bears. All right, defense. 43 seconds left Time to tighten things up a little bit. We don't need to give up any more 2-minute warning touchdowns, as we can't get a guy into the back. Just kidding, Harrison Smith, after getting knocked down, gets back up and gets the sack. Hey, you know what his favorite song is? When you get knocked down, get back up again. As I get knocked down, and I get up again. Don't know why I did the, what was that, Hank from One Hill, I don't know, I didn't watch the show. And Harrison Smith misses the tackle. Safeties come together. Yeah, safeties come together there to get the tackle. 12 seconds left, clock running. No, just kidding, last time out. Looks like there would be kicking here from about the 30-yard line, so it looks like it'll be about a 40-yard kick here. 10 seconds left, and yeah, good. It's good now. He hit it like a 60-yarder earlier. So the question is, which side do we run this to? I think we would have the better chance of handing this off to Chark. 95 speed on the jet sweep. Gonna get around Mac, try to cut in. Nothing happening there. We'll go into halftime. Up 21-9. And as the team heads into the locker room here, take a quick look at the stats. We're doing great in the rushing game, at least compared to them. Tied in the passing game. And really need to fix those turnovers. But let's take a look, see if we can get maybe an update on Seattle. But first, we have the Packers and the Eagles, 7-7, with about 30 seconds left before halftime. And we've swept the Packers this year. We do play the Eagles the last game of the year. Kansas City and the Jaguars. 21-14, Jaguars up, going into halftime, 11 seconds left. And finally, Miami, somehow we lost to them. They are up 13-7, 12 seconds left before halftime. Doesn't look like a great game to be watching, at least looking at those stats. And fun thing for us, we'll be getting the ball to start the second half so we could get some more points on the board, drain a little bit of time in this game, and just go ahead and sweep another one of our division foes. I believe if we beat the Bears here today, we would have swept the NFC North this season. Because we played the Lions early on in the season, beat them in both games, and then we beat the Packers a few games back for both games in the season as well. So yeah, if we win here, we would have swept the NFC North. We're on track to do it, but we just need to make sure we finish up this game. And of course, we've seen the Vikings kind of fall flat in the second half in games previous to this one. So we need to make sure that we don't do that here. We're going to have Thielen open. Luckily, we get the catch. Corner ended up making up ground there, but we're close to the first. It's going to give us a 3rd and inches. And if you guessed ham formation, you would have guessed right. Going back to that ham formation, the ball already kind of looks like it was past the line to gain when the center was holding it, but we'll hand it off to Ham and he'll get it for us. And I feel like we haven't had a whole lot of Flanagan in this game, so let's see if we could find him here on a little flag route. No, but we're going to check down here to DJ Chark. Should have thrown that inside instead of outside. Might have had more yards there, but we'll take the completion. Going to stay on that same formation here. Going to hand it off to Dalvin. There are no linebackers in the middle, so there should be plenty of room to run. And gets about, 13, as Dalton Smith, our rookie guard center guy, comes up a little shaken up on that play. Lucky for us, he doesn't need to go to the locker room. And Ezra Cleveland comes in to take his place, which they're honestly pretty fairly rated. They get a nice tip. Yeah, just make sure Mac does not catch that. Good job, blocker. I think that was O'Neal. That would have been very unfortunate. I believe that pass got tipped at the line or maybe bounced off of a guy. And that would have been really, really sad if that went straight to one of the linemen. We have Flanagan open. Going to try to see if we can hit him on the sideline. And they're going to say incomplete. I don't know. Did he pick up his left foot before he caught the pass? We do get an update here. Looks like Dalton Smith just had some muscle cramps. But we'll switch him out for right now. I meant to hit the challenge, and I called a timeout first, so we might end up losing 2 timeouts here. Hope that doesn't come back to bite us. But yeah, I'm very curious on what happened there, because it looked like he had both feet down right when he caught the pass. You know, it looks like that left foot was up and then did come down out of bounds. Really unfortunate there for Flanagan. Some of his college days coming back to bite us there. Forgot to put both feet down. We're going to switch the side that Dalvin's on. Sent him on a wheel route to the open side, hopefully open side. We have Thielen. He gets the snag, does not get the first down though. Pass came up a little bit short. And we do end up losing both timeouts, so really hope that doesn't come back to bite us in the end. We're going to send out Koo here for the field goal attempt. Going to knock that through, putting us up 24-9. Well, the offense did come out to extend the lead a little bit. We would have liked to take a little bit of more time off the clock there. Ended up not working out in our favor. So they do go for the underneath. Harrison Smith misses the tackle. We get him down close to the first down. Again, going to call it 8 inches here, even though, again, that ball looks like it's basically on the line to gain. But, hey, if it works in our favor, we will take it. Going to hand it off in the middle. And, again, very close. Who knows what they're going to call. They're going to give it a first down. They said, we'll stop you the first time. We'll give it to you the second. Coming out here with a bit of a tight bunch formation. Going to change up a little bit what we're doing. They're going to bring the press, scrunch the lineman, try to hit that gap. I knew that was where they were going. Couldn't get there early enough. Going to get about a gain of 4. They're going to say a gain of 5. It's all right. Actually looks closer like there's only 4 yards to go, but we'll take it. Going to go for underneath. Not able to knock that pass away. Nice hands. Is that Robinson? Yeah, still Robinson here. Going to bring up a 3rd and short. They got a bunch to the left. We're going to come with a double A gap blitz here. See if we could hit home. We do force him to go out of the pocket. He just keeps making guys miss. Joyner misses again. All the way down to the 30-yard line just because we couldn't get the tackle. Just completely whiffing on all of them. Nice run there by Fields. Of course, the defense looking pretty tired right now as Michael Pierce is back in the game. So that's a nice thing to note for us. But the defense pretty tired as we don't have much backups that we're able to switch in. And Verrett ends up going down on that play. Doesn't look too bad, but he will go to the sidelines, and we'll see what happens with him. Of course, with Verrett going out, that means we are going to have Poole on the left, and Dantzler looks like he's going to be covering the outside, but we were in a base formation here, so Dantzler will come in for the outside corner in the base, and we'll see what happens in the nickel. All right, so in the nickel, looks like Bryant is going to come out, and he hasn't played very well for us this season. Let's hope that changes a bit for us. As he follows the block, Smith whiffs on another tackle, and Dantzler ends up bringing Fields down at the 16. Here's the update we have on Verrett. Elbow sprain. We're going to have to bring him back in because Bryant is awful. We'll have a first down here at the 16-yard line. Bears 2 tight ends to the left. Going to set up a run play. Get nice blocking, and it looks like he ends up tripping on a blade of grass, or maybe a lineman had fallen on him. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but we're going to bring the double A gap blitz here. Even though it is definitely a passing formation, luckily for them, clock expires. Let's bring the same thing, though. Double A gap blitz. They're in a different formation this time, a tight formation. Have Daniil right off the edge. Pass kind of a little bit too far inside. Komet not able to get it. Going to bring up a 3rd and 1. And on 3rd and 1, let's bring a little bit of extra pressure. Going to bring Joyner down as well. Going to end up sending 7 guys. He has the open gap, not able to get there. We had Pierce just falling over in the backfield. Definitely could have got the sack, and Fields ends up getting the first. Blown potential there on that play. Going to change up the play call here. I don't like how many receivers they would have had open on the left-hand side. We're going to drop out into a cover 3 here. Try to cover the underneath. When you see Fields running, go hit him. We do. We do end up forcing the fumble, and Eric Kendricks ran right back to Fields. I don't know why Madden does that, but we will take over at the 8-yard line. Forced fumble there. I believe that was by Joyner. Yeah, right there. It cuts him right back to Fields. Just go up the sideline. Just go up the sideline. But nice touchdown saving tackle there by Joyner. And with that turnover forced inside the 4th quarter, a little over 6 minutes left, we're going to click on the chew clock button here. I'm going to start handing the ball off a little bit more, even though we've already done that quite a fair bit. Madison with the first down carry of 9, going to go right back to it. We're going to keep forcing it down the middle until the Bears stop it. they kind of stop it there. Anzalone, and yeah, Anzalone, I believe. Pretty sure that's how to pronounce it. He comes up a little shaken up on that play. Going to stay out in that same formation and hit that left side of, at least from our side, that left side. It would technically be the right backer where Anzalone went out injured. Going to hit that side, get close to the first down again. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, just bring over one of the receivers to the left-hand side. And down the middle we go. Nice first down run there by Dalvin. Stay in that same formation, do a little something different. Typically we hand it off to Ham on a 3rd and short. We're going to do it on first down, probably going to get about a gain of 2. And we'll come out here again in our, not again, but come out here in our tight end set here. Try to get to the outside, able to end up fighting off the tackle, but he just falls after. He would have had so much more space to run, but not able to stay on his feet. Bringing up a 3rd and 4. We're going to try to stretch him out again. Hit the first gap we see. Get about 7 yards and the first down. So far, our offensive line beating their defensive line, even though it doesn't look like we really have the edge anywhere along the front, but we're able to just get what we need to get. Another good first down run by Madison, setting us up for the 2-minute warning. Going to come back, continue what we do, run this clock out, call this game, and with this victory, we would have swept the NFC North, which honestly I can't remember ever happening for the Vikings. It might have. I'm probably going to need to look that up. And we had a bit of fun doing this in the last game. Mund coming out here on 3rd and 3. It's technically a pass form here, but he is meant to run and run entirely, which he does, and he fumbles. He fumbles. That's nice. He had a great run, but he fumbled, so kind of counteracts that. Bears going to take over, under 2 minutes left. However, I will say we did drain a lot of time off the clock. I believe about 4-ish minutes. So good there. Not a whole lot of time for the Dantzler almost had a pick, but ends up dropping it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, not a whole lot of time left, and Chicago needs to put up quite a few points, 15 points. So it's at least a 2-score possession here with a good chunk of time, not good chunk of time, for us good chunk of time remaining. For the Bears, however, not looking too great. Under 2 minutes, they need to score 2 touchdowns and at least one 2-point conversion and an extra point to tie the game. And it's now 4th and 8. Yep, 4th and 8, nailed that right on the head. I'm going to check. They're going. Get back to the running back. They're going deep. See if Joyner can make a play this time. He cannot. Don't let him score. Don't let him score. Come on, Joyner. Come on. I mean, what do we got to do? Almost get the pick there. McCourty tried. I don't know why they're celebrating. I guess they should celebrate a little bit. We did get the pass breakup, so that part is good. However, they are down to the 13. Fields going to scramble out. Kendrick's coming in. That was close to being past the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he wasn't past the line. We're going to set up for a bit of a pass play here. At least that's what we're assuming. Guard the center of the field. Poole almost with, I believe that would have been his 4th interception on the season. He at least gets the pass knocked away from the receiver. And this is about 4th and game for the Bears. Knock it away. Good job, Joyner. Makes up for it a little bit. We'll take over with 31 seconds. Definitely thought that they were going to get that touchdown to comment on that deep pass that we weren't able to knock away. But we're just going to run the ball once here to Alexander Madison. They were called there last time out. We'll come out and to kneel the ball. Kind of said that a bit weird, but yeah, we'll come out, kneel the ball, and this game will be a wrap. And just like this, we will take the knee, and we will have swept the entire NFC North, beating all the rivals. Had a really good season so far. Still have a couple games left in this season, but that'll add another tally to the win mark, and we're going to need to see if Seattle lost. We need Seattle to lose at least one game in their remaining schedule this season. As we see here, they definitely beat us in the passing game. We almost doubled their rushing yards. Takeaways were pretty close, but We need to do better. We're giving up the ball way too many times, but that's something we can work on as we will head into the locker room, celebrate this victory, and hopefully celebrate a Seattle loss. All right, after that game, we simmed on over to week 17. Let's view this playoff picture, see if we have any good news. Still second place, and we are scheduled right now to face off against San Francisco over here. San Francisco in the wild card. Let's check on the standings. Yeah, so far, Seattle has not lost that game. We need them to lose. Bengals have ended up going on a bit of a losing streak, losing the last 2 games. They were undefeated for quite a while, but they are still the number 1 seed for the AFC. So far, the only teams to clinch besides the Bengals are NFC teams. So Cowboys look like they probably will be winning the NFC East. We are winning the NFC North, and then Seahawks NFC West. We're really going to need someone to beat the Seahawks here because we really want that first round bye. But of course, a loss for the Seahawks does not matter if we don't win our game. So we have to beat New England and we have to beat Philly to at least win out the rest of our season and just hope that Seattle doesn't win theirs. Let's see if we could find out what their schedule is. So the last 2 games for Seattle doesn't look very good for us. The Lions and the Giants. Hopefully one of them are able to upset the Seahawks for us, but it looks like we might be playing in the wild card. However, to find out, you're going to have to make sure that you're sticking around. So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button down below, liking the video, bell notification, leave a comment down below as well. You can just leave Skol Vikings, or if there's a certain player you would like to see gone or maybe us bring in and trade or free agency, let me know. We can talk about it a little bit. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you. Bye.